This is your news report and second stimulus check update and second stimulus package update for November 23rd. Happy Monday, everybody. I hope you're all having a great day. We have some breaking news in regards to our second stimulus check. And it is that the Biden team wants a second stimulus package to be approved during the lame duck session of Congress. CNBC also reports that the Biden team denies that the president-elect wants Democrats to accept a smaller relief deal. So we can assume that when Joe Biden is inaugurating to office on January 20th, that he and the Democrats will pass a bigger and much larger stimulus package, probably somewhere around the $2 trillion to $3 trillion range. But still, Mitch McConnell, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, has called for a relief plan that costs about $500 billion. And Transport News reports that Mnuchin has moved to restart stimulus talks with Democrats. Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin is trying to revive stalled stimulus talks with congressional Democrats. This is the first sign in weeks of possible movement on relief in the waning days of the Trump administration. And Governor Andrew Cuomo of New York has urged Congress to act on unemployment aid. He said that Congress needs to act and extend and expand support for people who have lost their jobs as a result of the pandemic. Cuomo, in a letter to top lawmakers in Congress, urged them to take up a package of measures meant to, at the least, extend pandemic-related unemployment programs that are set to expire at the end of the year. That's according to Spectrum News. Now, before we get into the video, be sure to subscribe to my channel, click the notifications bell, and let's get this video to 1,000 likes to show Congress that we need a second stimulus check. Now for some election news. Let's take a look at what President Trump's lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, said about the election.
The election is little Chicago days. Will you be asking that in Georgia where you have two Senate races that have the U.S. District Court judges?
When you say there's no evidence, Sydney was giving you information that come from affidavits from other people, with a very big spike in the vote count at exactly that time. Right up. So what we're telling you is supported by evidence. Republicans shut out in the city of Milwaukee and also in Madison. Republicans almost uniformly shut out from the absentee process, not allowed to inspect, not allowed to look at the ballots, vote. Think about that. 200% of the registered voters in a district vote.
By the way, everybody, what do you think of President Trump? Should he continue fighting for the election? Should President Trump continue fighting the election results? And was there some type of voter fraud in the 2020 election? Leave your comments down below. Now for our stimulus news, the Biden team has denied that President-elect Joe Biden wants Democrats to accept a smaller relief deal. That's according to CNBC. Biden has publicly said he backs House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer's effort to approve an aid bill that costs at least $2.2 trillion. CNBC goes on to say that Joe Biden's transition team denied Monday that the president-elected advisors have pushed Democratic congressional leaders to agree to a smaller stimulus package in order to win more relief now. In public remarks, the former vice president has repeatedly supported the effort by House Speaker Pelosi and Minority Leader Chuck Schumer to approve aid legislation that costs at least $2.2 trillion. A New York Times report on Monday said Biden's team has urged the Democrats to strike an agreement with Republicans as soon as possible to curb mounting economic damage from the outbreak, even if it means cutting the desired price tag. But Biden's spokesman, Andrew Bates, called the report incorrect. In a statement to NBC News, he said the president-elect fully supports the speaker and the leader in their negotiations. Now everybody tell me in the comments down below, should Congress pass the Democratic $2.2 trillion stimulus bill? Or should they pass Mitch McConnell's and the Republicans' $500 billion skinny stimulus bill? CNBC goes on to report that Congress has failed to approve new aid for months as the parties describe fundamentally different visions for what the country and healthcare system need to recover from the pandemic. Republicans have touted the U.S. economic rebound in recent months, though the progress looks like it will take a hit as states and cities put restrictions in place. Last month, Democrats passed a $2.2 trillion stimulus bill that included $600 per week in extra unemployment benefits, $1,200 direct payments to most Americans, more than $400 billion in state and local government relief, and another round of Paycheck Protection Program small business loans. While a $500 billion plan the Senate GOP tried to pass last month included PPP funding, it offered $300 per week in unemployment benefits, but did not include our $1,200 stimulus checks. By the way, everybody, Congress is on recess. Thanksgiving recess, that is. And they will not return until next week. Then, leaders will occupy themselves with passing a government funding bill by a December 11th deadline. Lawmakers would face a challenge in reaching a stimulus compromise before Biden takes office on January 20th. Now, in my opinion, I do not believe there are members in Congress, our politicians in Congress that we voted for. They should not be going on recess until they pass a stimulus bill. They have not gotten the work done. They have not approved a second stimulus bill in months. So why on earth are they on recess? Not only recess, but paid recess. It's totally unfair if you think about it, because thousands of people, millions of Americans across the country are unemployed. And their federal unemployment benefits are set to expire the day after Christmas. So if our hardworking Americans are not getting paid stimulus checks or unemployment benefits, then why should our members in Congress? Why are our politicians on paid recess? Now, who is to blame for holding back our second stimulus check, everybody? Leave your comments down below. Is it the Democrats, like Speaker Pelosi and Senator Schumer, for not negotiating with the Republicans, like Mitch McConnell? Or is it Mitch McConnell that is holding back our stimulus checks? They're pushing for a smaller, skinny, targeted relief bill. Tell me, everybody, who you think is to blame in the comments down below. Transport News even reports that Steve Mnuchin has urged Congress. Now, Steve Mnuchin is trying to restart stimulus talks with Democrats. Mnuchin said he'll talk with Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy and House GOP Leader Kevin McCarthy about a strategy for an approach to Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Senate Democratic Leader Chuck Schumer. Mnuchin said on CNBC, "We're going to come up with a plan to sit down with Pelosi and Schumer and try to get a targeted bill done for the people that really need it. And hopefully the Democrats will work with us. And hopefully that will get done." Everybody tell me in the comments down below, will Steve Mnuchin be able to get a second stimulus check approved? And according to Fox Business, 12 million Americans face loss of unemployment benefits a day after Christmas. Up to 4.4 million workers are expected to exhaust their unemployment benefits before December 26th, with 3.5 million Americans using up the extended benefits of the PUC program, and 925,000 running out of the PUA benefits. The longer that workers are unemployed, the more likely they are to draw down savings to make ends meet and increase borrowing. This will only hurt the economy even more. With that being said, everybody, that is all the news in regards to your second stimulus check, unemployment benefits, and SSI and SSDI payments. If you found this video useful, be sure to subscribe to my channel and click the notifications bell. That way you'll never miss all the newest and most up-to-date, reliable stimulus check information. Don't forget, let's get this video to 1,000 likes to show Congress that we need a second stimulus check. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and until next time, have a great day.